All right, hi there. So this is part 1 of the test we're going to do for today. We're looking at questions 1 through 4 only. This is on the 2.4A and 2.4B learning targets. So make sure you have your notes out. And also any other practice that we have done, you might want to have out as well. So as you recall, for the first one, we're just simplifying here. So what we're going to need to do is find this square root of 150. So as you recall, you have room over here. You just want to make sure you break this down properly. And then pull out any pairs that you have onto the outside and keep what is underneath inside there. Okay? That's a pretty easy one. Number 2. Okay? This one is an addition problem, so you have to look carefully, remember. In order to add, we need to make sure that these parts right here are both in the same form, the same index as they call it. If they are in the same form, there's no other work to do. You may just simply add the numbers out front together, and then what is here stays the same. Okay, number 3, this is another addition one. However, this is not matching. So what we need to do is we actually need to break this one down to something. Hopefully we will get something that looks like a number root 7, so that way we can add what's out front. So this one, you might want to do the work over here. Go ahead and break this one down, and then whatever you're left with, you should be able to kind of do what we did with the one before that. If they're in the same indexes, so if these two things are the same, you just add the two numbers out front. So same thing, you just have to break this one down, and then you can add the numbers out front together. So you got a little work to do here first. Okay, and then the last one, the multiplication. So just be very careful. I'll help you with the foiling part, but you will have to combine like terms on your own, so be careful when you're combining. Only numbers go with numbers, and square roots, anything that has a square root on it can go with a square root. So here I have 3 times 5, that gives me 15. And then I get 3 times this negative root 2. So we can't combine those, so it's just negative 3 times root 2. Okay, and then the double part, I'm going to use the bottom now. So I have the square root of 2 times a positive 5. So again, can't put those together, so I'm just going to add 5 times the square root of 2. That's how I write that. And then my last one, this is square root of 2 times negative square root of 2. So I'll write that square root of 2 times negative square root of 2. So if you recall, whenever you have a square root of something times itself, that negative sign can be dropped down here. They undo each other, so you're left with just a 2. So from here, now that I've done this part for you, you should be able to combine like terms. So be very careful. A number can only go with a number. When we're adding the square roots, you have to be very careful here, because we have a negative 3 plus 5, and then you have to remember that when we have this root 2, if it's already in that form, you cannot do anything else with it. Sorry about that. It stays how it is. Okay? And that is it for this part of the test. So this should have been pretty straightforward. I hope that you used your notes and any of the examples. We will finish the rest of this test on Thursday and Friday.